All right, so I'm currently marking some scripts from my students in respect of an assignment that was given, and want to just take some time and share something with you that will really help you to be able to pass the examination if you're preparing for the ICAG examination. One of the things that people think about the ICAG examination is that, oh, it's a difficult examination, and no matter what you do, you're ultimately going to fail. So, for instance, one of the things we do here is assignments are given. Almost every week, assignments are given. We do performance evaluation tests, but majority of the students will not do the assignments. And, sometimes it breaks my heart, because how do you compete in the Olympics, in the All-African Games, in Champions League, in EPL? Like, how do you compete and win a trophy, become successful, when you are not trained, when you don't know the rules of the game? And so, although other aspects of life, people, quote unquote, are seen to prepare for it, when it comes to majority of the people writing the CA examination, there is lack of preparation. Now, the ICAG has released the examiner's report for the March 2024 examination, and this issue actually runs through the ill preparedness of students who are sitting for the examination. And so what I want to share with you is this, that if you are going to write the exam, you need to be prepared. Listen, it's a professional examination, for Christ's sake. And this is not your project work, okay? This is not your MBA, MSc, whatever the heck, with all due respect. This is a professional examination, and you have 3 hours and it's done. Unlike your master's, your first degree, where the total GPA will be dependent on your project work, your assignments, end of semester, and all of those things. Here is just 3 hours and it ends there. So how are you preparing for that crucial 3 hours if you really want to pass the examination? And it always breaks my heart, because when I look at the scripts that I receive from the students who do the assignments, and I look at the errors that they are committing, and I'm able to deal with it for them, then in the next one, they are getting better gradually. And so when I look at the people doing it and the people who are not doing it, I question myself. I'm like, okay, does it mean the people who are not doing the assignments, they understand the topics? Like, they really have knowledge in the respect of what has been taught in class, what has been discussed in class? And almost always the answer is no. Because most of you will plan of writing the exam. However, you are just seated. You're not doing anything. You're not studying. You're not putting in the work. You're not putting in the effort. And you are waiting 2 weeks to the exams, a week to the exam, then you take leave from work, and in that 2 weeks or 1 week, you want to try to cover everything because someone had sheepishly told you that, oh, I was busy, and I had only 1 week to write the exam, and boom, I went in, I attended one intervention class like that, and Charlie, when I went, I passed. 50 marks there, I passed. So you are doing the same thing. But for some of you, you've done that over a number of examination nights and it's not working for you, but you don't want to change. And instead of changing your attitude, changing your approach, changing your perspective and the way you really see the ICAG examination, you rather sit down and complain, oh, ICAG is difficult. Oh, no matter what you do, the ICAG will fail you. Oh, no matter what you do, the ICAG question will be bizarre. Are you studying? How many hours per week do you commit to personal studies? Not attending lectures, to personal studies. How many hours per week? You lie to yourself that, oh, I am busy, my work, my wife, my husband, my children. Yes, all these are important, but how the heck do you expect yourself to pass the examination if you don't commit time to study? And I keep telling you this, that the ICAG examination has become better. The quality of the exam, it's now at that level. Gone are the days where you can just solve some past questions, walk into the exam hall, and you're going to be seeing the similar questions and solve it and go away. Now, the quality, the context, the verb, the structure, everything about the ICAG examination is getting really sophisticated at that highest level. So in order for you to pass the examination, you have only one responsibility. That is to understand the context of the syllabus well. That's it. And as I mentioned earlier, some of you, you've been doing this. And you failed the exam once, you failed twice, and you are still telling yourself, oh, one day. I've heard people tell me that, oh, the ICAG exam there, you just have to keep writing. You just have to keep writing. If you pass, pass. If you fail, fail. Why? Because these are people who don't study. You think this is lottery? You think this is sports betting? You think this is Las Vegas, some casino game you are playing? Where you just walk in and voila, you expect luck to be on your side? Even sports betting, casino game, lottery requires some skills. There are people who win lottery, who win sports bets, who go to the casino and make a lot of money. Why? Because they have learned the skills, the techniques, what it means, how to do the various analysis, so that when they see this, they know what to do. When they hear this, they know what to do. When they look at it this way, they know what the outcome is going to be like. So even that area requires high level of expertise. But you are walking sheepishly into the exam hall, ill prepared, and you think miraculously God should come your way so you pass the examination. It breaks my heart because I just can't get it why people should sit for the exam once, twice, 3 times. What's your problem? Fix it. Find out. Making time to study. That is the only way you can do this as fast as possible and take your life to the next level. So my question to you is this: how prepared are you for the examination? As you are preparing to sit for the exam, how prepared are you? Are you studying every week? How many hours per week do you commit to studying? Do you have a personal study plan? Do you follow it? What questions are you solving? Are you working on your timing? Are you working on your emotions? Are you working on your psyche, like your psychological stability? Are you working on your ability to not see the question and become nervous or freeze at the end of the day? Are you working on these things? For most of you, you're just sitting down, but you are praying. You are praying. 2 weeks to the exam, you're going to take leave, but that is not going to be enough for you to finish the syllabus. And you see, you've been doing that, it's not working, but you're still doing it. And as the saying goes, foolishness is doing the same thing over and over again, but expecting different results. And there's a popular saying which a friend introduced me to, that he who knows not and knows that he knows not is a fool, but he who knows not and knows he knows not is wise, because at least such people will find solution to fix the problem. So what I want to put before you is this: you have to be committed. Prepare a personal timetable, a personal study plan, not a timetable, a study plan. Commit yourself every week a number of hours to study on your own. Solve questions, expose yourself to the principles. If you can do that over the 12-week period, I can guarantee you can position yourself to ultimately pass the examination. But if you're going to just be there, don't do anything, the whole 10 weeks you don't do anything, then you take 2 weeks leave and think that in the 2 weeks you're going to bring everything together because you are there. You are busy at work. You are the best father in the world, the best mother in the world. You're going to be miserable. Because you see, when you pass the exam, your confidence level goes up. It makes you elated. You are excited about the experience. It increases your confidence. You share the news with the people around you, and you are proud of yourself. The people around you rejoice with you. But when you fail the exam, what do? You keep quiet. You become moody. It affects other aspects of your life. For some of you, your life is literally on hold because of this ICAG examination. Why the heck won't you put in effort, find out the thing that you have to do in order for you to go into the exam or in the next examination date so you can pass the exam and put your life together and focus on some other things? I say this always. I've been in the game over a decade, right? So I've seen everything that is there. I've seen some. I've had people who write the exam, don't get it. Then they stop, go do their MBA so that they can come and take some exemptions, and then they can continue from level 3. I've seen people who write the exam, but they are not really studying. And so it doesn't go well, and then they stop to go do something else. But I've also seen people who come and boom, they pass the exam and they are gone. And these are not just people who are just doing full-time studies. I'm talking about wives, husbands. I'm talking about parents. I'm talking about corporate executives who are busy, who are flying around. But they are people who are committed to study. I have some interesting private students. I mean, these are high-level executives, private students. And the commitment level that these people have to assignments, performance evaluation tests, the way they are studying, you realize that, all right, these are people who want to compress time because they cannot write the exam 2-3 times. They don't have that time. They have to prepare well, know the principles, know what they are supposed to do, go to the exam hall, write the exams, and pass it. And they are willing to make the sacrifice in the short term so that they can enjoy in the long term. What are you willing to give up in order for you to achieve your goals? So that is what I want to share with you. I really want you to be committed. And if there's somebody watching this video and you're enrolled and studying under my mentorship, I want to really put this before you. If you're not doing assignments, you're not participating in performance evaluation tests, and you're just in your own world doing whatever the heck you like, that is not going to yield any better results. Because as I say always, over 90% of the students who participate fully in our programs, joining our live lectures, doing assignments, doing performance evaluation tests, participating in our extra classes, making sure that they do the mock, join the discussion of the mock. Over 90% of these people pass the examination. Why? Because you will pass. You will pass. You cannot go through all of these things. You cannot commit yourself in that manner and go fail. So you have a better chance of passing the examination. So if you are preparing for the exam and you've still not been serious over the period, I want you to be serious. I want you to sit down. How long do you want to take to do this? When do you really want to finish this? That question, you got to answer it. Prepare a personal study plan. Let that guide you. Surround yourself with people who can hold you accountable. Find the things that don't add any value to your life and take them out of your life. And put yourself in the position that you can really prepare yourself to pass the examination. I'm always talking about this because that is what it takes. That is how you become successful. That is how you can pass this exam. So if you're working, you're a mother, you're a father, you're a pastor, whatever the heck it is that you're doing, and you still want to become a chartered accountant, it's possible. But you have to be willing to make some sacrifices. You have to be willing to walk away from some things temporarily so that you can achieve this goal. And if you do it, you will be happy and you will take your life to the next level.